Once you have a signed agreement between yourself and the property owner, take the contract to a title company. The purpose of a thorough title search is to accomplish the following. Number one, determine the true ownership of the property in question. Is the person with whom you are dealing the true owner of the property? If not, then who is? Did the person with whom you are dealing acquire the property in a good and legal fashion? They can only sell to you the ownership interest they themselves have. If they do not have a legal claim to the property, they cannot sell a legal claim to you, and you then cannot sell a legal claim to someone else. Did they simply take over the property from a dead relative who left no will? If so, the title company may be able to create an heirship affidavit that will make your proposed transaction nice and legal, giving you clear title to the property. However, you may find the ownership of the property is muddled and that the person with whom you are dealing is only one of many owners. You will need to get the signatures of all owners or take a pass on this property. Number two, research whether or not the property is encumbered by any liens or judgments against previous or current owners. These liens or judgments may give someone the legal right to foreclose on this property even though you are the new owner of the property. Quite simply, the importance of this research cannot be overstated. You could be faced with the prospect of paying those liens or judgments yourself, or of losing your entire investment in the property to foreclosure. The lien or judgment holder is not required to pay you for any improvements you've made to the property before they foreclose. Number three, determines the status of the property taxes associated with the property. Are there any back property taxes owed to the county or to HISD, etc.? The title company will ensure that these back taxes are paid to the proper authorities from the money you pay to the seller in exchange for the property, ensuring that you acquire the property cleanly and that you are now current with the relevant property taxing authorities. If everything is acceptable with the property, the title company will close the transaction. This means that they will ensure that everyone signs all necessary documents to transfer ownership of the property to the buyer, and that they will ensure that all of these documents get filed with the county real property records downtown, thereby making the transfer ownership in the property official and a matter of public record. They will also take in the payment from the buyer and will distribute the net proceeds to the seller. They will withhold all necessary funds, like back property taxes or HOA dues, from the seller, pay those taxes on behalf of the new owner, and will distribute the net proceeds to the seller. Number four, the title company will then issue something called title insurance. In theory, they are stating to the new property owner that they, the title company, have done all necessary research into the property and that the new owner owns the property free and clear. Should a problem now arise after the sale of the property is complete, additional back property taxes, for example, the title company should pay these expenses on behalf of the new owner. However, as with all insurance, they will attempt to find a way not to have to pay those expenses should a problem occur. Number five, determine if the property comes with mineral rights. Mineral rights are often sold separately from the land itself. The new owner may be buying the land itself, but may have no rights to minerals like oil or natural gas located beneath the surface of the property. If the property is located outside the city limits, it may be possible that unless limited by city ordinance, a third party who does own the mineral rights to show up at your property and start drilling. We recommend doing professional title searches for all of your real estate transactions. However, we will show you how, using the tools at www.realacquisitions.com, you can perform a preliminary title search to eliminate properties that you obviously do not want to deal with, thus saving you a lot of money in doing title searches for all properties.